day, ladies and gentlemen. Today our lesson is about system of first degree equations in two unknowns. In what follows, we will learn the definition of system of two equations and we will know the methods of solving a system of two equations. There are three methods: elimination, substitution, and comparison, but we will only study elimination in this video. So we have the following equation: x plus y is 20. What does it mean? This equation, it is a first degree equation, yes, because the degree of x is 1, the degree of y is 1, so it's a first degree equation with two unknowns. Of course, the unknowns are x plus y. What does this mean? How can I solve the following equation? Well, I need to find a value of x and a value of y in which if I add them together, I will get 20. So think about it. What two numbers can we add in order to obtain 20? Well, you will give me many answers, many possible solutions. For example, 10 plus 10 is 20. 5 plus 15 is 20. Minus 5 plus 25 is 20. Infinite number of solutions. Which one is the correct one? All of them are correct. I cannot decide from only just one equation which one of these values, which x is correct and which y is correct. If we look at the second equation, also it's a first degree equation. As we have said, first degree equation because the degree is 1 and the degree is 1, and it is two unknowns. Of course, the first unknown is x, the second unknown is y. Also, how can we solve it? Well, I need to find a value x and another value y in which if I subtract them, the answer will be minus 30. Think about two numbers, you subtract them and you get minus 30. Also, we have many solutions. Some of the solutions are 10 and 40. 10 minus 40, it's minus 30. Minus 5 and 25, the answer will be minus 30. Okay, so if we subtract each of these two numbers, x minus y, you will get minus 30. Also the same idea, which one is correct? I don't know from the following given. Only using the following equation, I cannot know which is the value of x and which is the value of y. Okay, they are all correct. I cannot have one exact solution. Okay, now, if I want one exact solution, if I combine them together, I studied each one alone, I studied the solutions of each one alone, but I want a solution that works for both of them, okay? Because they are the same x and the same y. So, if I put them together, what do we obtain? We obtain a system of two equations. What does that mean? What do we need to know? How can we solve this system? Well, it means that I should find a value of x, okay, and a value of y that satisfy the first equation and the second equation. Means two numbers, if I add them together, I will get 20, and if I subtract these two numbers, I will get minus 30. Well, I can keep guessing all of the time and I can try a lot, okay, but I need a way, right? So I can't work like that. We need a logic way. So if we guess, we will take time, but we will guess at the end and we will know that minus 5 and 25 is a solution because it works for both equations. It works for equation 1 and it works for equation 2. If we add the first one, if we add them together, we will get 20 as the first equation, and if we subtract them, we will get minus 30. So the first and the second equation will be correct. So it's a solution, x equal minus 5 and y equal 25. How did we know it? By guessing. Can we guess always? Of course not. So we need a way. As I said before, we have three ways. Our first way is elimination. So from the word itself, elimination means I want to cross something, I want to cancel, I want to eliminate two things together. Okay, so in this method, the coefficients of the same variable, either x or y, will be eliminated with each other. So I will cross either x with each other or y. I will eliminate one of the variables. Okay, but I have conditions. So the conditions are they should have the same coefficient and opposite signs. Both of the conditions should be correct. Okay, so I will work either on x or on y. So let's say x. Okay, do they have the same coefficient? No, here the coefficient is 2 and here the coefficient is 3. They are not the same. Are they opposite signs? No. So we should work for it in order to satisfy the conditions. Yes? So, 2. How can we transform 2 into 3? Of course, 2 cannot be 3, cannot be transformed into 3. And how can we transform 3 into 2? We cannot. So we need to find a third number that 2 can be this number and 3 can be this number. Let's take the first condition and work on it. Same coefficient. So we always do the following. We multiply the first equation by the coefficient of x in the second equation. So this equation will be multiplied by 3 and we multiply the second equation by the coefficient of the first equation. So we will multiply it by 2. And if we multiply the first equation by 3 and the second equation by 2, the first condition will be correct because the coefficient here will be 2 times 3, 6, and the coefficient here will be 3 times 2, also 6, so the same coefficient is correct. But do they have opposite signs? No. So one of them should be positive and one of them should be negative. So for example, if this is positive, I will make this negative. How? I only multiply by minus, or I can put the minus above. It doesn't really matter. One of them should be negative. Okay? So it will be like this. So I multiply the first one by 3, the second one by minus 2, and the system becomes, if I multiply by 3, I multiply each and every value in the equation. So 2x I multiplied by 3, 3y and 9. Do not forget these ones. Also the same thing in the second. And now we add them. Okay, so if we add the two equations, you will notice that if we add 6x and minus 6x, they are eliminated together. And here comes the name of the method. It's elimination because you see they are the same coefficient, opposite ones. When we add them, they are eliminated together. We'll get an answer only containing y. So the answer will be y equal 1 because 9y plus minus 8 it's y, so 1y, but I don't write 1y, I can write y only, and 27 minus 26, 27 plus minus 26 is 1, so I got y equal 1. So I have one variable, I know the value of it, so y equal 1, but remember the equation is it's made up of two variables, x and y. Now I know that y equal 1. How can I know x? Well, simply I put this value y equal 1 in one of the two equations. You can choose. You can put it in the first equation or in the second equation. So this y, we will substitute it, for example, in the first one. We will put, instead of y here, we will put 1 and solve it for x. Okay? So you can choose the second one. It's like you want, as you want. We substitute in any of the above equations. I substituted it in the first one and we got x equal 3, and here we got our answers, x equals 3 and y equal 1, and here is the solution of this system. So thanks for your time. Please, for the next time, try to solve this system alone by the elimination method, and the solution will be sent later. Thank you.